Welcome back, World Drive TV. Today we're diving deep into something that has been turning heads in the defense and military tech world: Brazil's missile performance and prices in 2025. We're going to look at what missiles Brazil has been developing, how they're performing, what's changing in the global scene, and how costs are shaping up. If you're into military tech, global defense trends, or just curious about how a country like Brazil is building serious deterrence, you're in for a detailed ride. Brazil is not traditionally known as one of the heavy hitters in missile technology, but over the past decade that perception has been rapidly changing. The Brazilian defense industry has been evolving, bringing new systems into service and partnering with international firms to boost capability. One striking example of this evolution is the MAX 1.2 AC missile, an anti-tank guided missile that has drawn international attention, now internationally branded through a partnership with Dubai's Edge Group. This missile debuted on the global stage at Expo Defensa 2025 in Bogotá. That wasn't just a showcase, it's a statement that Brazil is ready to compete in the guided missile market beyond its borders. Army recognition: the MAX 1.2 AC is essentially Brazil's answer to modern armor threats. It's a laser beam riding, semi-automatic command to line-of-sight guided missile, capable of being fired from the ground by infantry teams or mounted on vehicles. The missile design includes a powerful high-explosive anti-tank warhead capable of penetrating armored targets that would otherwise be difficult to stop with conventional weapons. In tests and demonstrations, its effective engagement range has been around 2 to 3.2 kilometers, which makes it competitive with similar Western and Middle Eastern systems. It's also light enough to be transported and deployed quickly. Wikipedia: one big part of the MAX 1.2 AC's appeal is cost-effectiveness. While detailed pricing is often closely held in defense contracts, what's clear from industry insiders and defense news coverage is that Brazil has positioned this missile as a more affordable alternative for many countries that can't absorb the high prices of us or European systems. For militaries in Latin America and Africa, or any nation that needs credible anti-armor capability without breaking the bank, Brazil's offering is suddenly competitive. Army recognition: another Brazilian missile program that we can't ignore is the Mansup anti-ship missile family. Developed by Brazilian firm SIOT in collaboration with Edge Group for the Brazilian Navy's new frigates, these missiles are designed to give Brazil credible naval strike capability, which is essential for protecting its vast coastline and offshore resources. While exact performance figures are usually military, reports from 2025 show that these missiles are tailored to maintain high precision against enemy vessels at sea and integrate with modern fire control systems. Naval Today's: Brazil's missile story isn't limited to domestically developed weapons. In the skies above South America, the Brazilian Air Force made headlines in late 2025 by firing its first Meteor beyond visual range air-to-air missile from the SOB Gripen E fighter during a major exercise. This weapon, produced by European missile maker MBDA, represents a significant leap in air combat capability for Brazil. Meteor uses a ramjet motor and active radar homing, giving it an engagement range that's significantly greater than older missiles. Estimates suggest a no-escape zone that can exceed 60 kilometers and a range well above 100 kilometers, making it one of the most capable missiles in its class. START+1: this isn't just a technical achievement, it's a strategic one. By integrating Meteor with the Gripen E, Brazil can now project air superiority in ways it couldn't before. The long-range missile means Brazilian pilots can keep threats at bay before they come close. And from a pricing perspective, foreign missiles like the Meteor are expensive, often many millions of dollars per missile, which reflects cutting-edge capability but also creates challenges for sustained procurement. That's one reason national producers are working to scale up Brazil's own guided missile portfolio. While some purchases from abroad have been successful, not all negotiations have gone smoothly. In 2025, Brazil halted plans to acquire India's Akash surface-to-air missile system, a medium-range air defense weapon that had been under consideration. The cancellation reportedly stemmed from assessments that Akash's performance and range did not fully meet Brazil's strategic needs, especially as the country evaluated other systems with longer reach and more advanced radar integration. Following this, Brazil opened formal talks to acquire Europe's EMADS air defense missile system, which offers advanced common anti-air modular missiles capable of engaging jets, helicopters, and even missiles in all weather conditions. EMAD's flexible architecture and better integration with Brazil's existing radar networks have made it an appealing, though costly, alternative. The Defense News +1: on the shorter range side of air defense, Brazil continues to equip units with systems like the SAAB-RBS-70 laser-guided surface-to-air missile, which has been adapted onto mobile platforms like the Guarani 66 armored vehicle. This gives Brazilian ground forces point and short-range air defense capability against low-altitude threats, including drones and helicopters. The RBS-70 system's Bolide missile variant has an engagement reach of around up to 9 kilometers and altitude coverage up to roughly 5 kilometers, making it a flexible choice for mobile air defense roles. Army recognition. Brazil has not just focused on anti-air and anti-armor missiles. It also has projects in anti-aeration and air-to-surface weapons. For example, the MAR-1 anti-radiation missile has been an ongoing program developed with Mectron and the Brazilian Air Force to target enemy radar and radio emissions. This provides a critical suppression of enemy air defenses capability, essential for modern air campaigns. The MAR-1 offers a range between approximately 60 to 100 kilometers, depending on variant and launch conditions, making it a medium-range option for Brazil's tactical air forces. Wikipedia. Another notable missile project in Brazil's arsenal history is the MAA-1 Piranha, an air-to-air missile developed in cooperation with Airbus Defence and Space that has been deployed on aircraft like the A-1M and F-5M. While its latest versions have been in development for years, it forms part of Brazil's layered air-to-air missile capability alongside imports like Meteor. Wikipedia. Now let's talk about prices, because performance means little if a nation can't afford to procure or sustain the systems. Brazil's approach to missile production and acquisition reflects a balance between domestic development and foreign procurement. Indigenous missiles like the MAX 1.2 AC and MANSUP are relatively more cost-effective for Brazil and export customers compared with Western equivalents, which can run many times the price. For instance, US and European missiles in the same performance class as Meteor or CAM often cost several $1 million per round, depending on quantity and contract terms. Domestically developed options help Brazil stretch its defense budget further while building local industrial capability. Army recognition +1 for export markets. Brazil faces fierce competition. Buyers in Latin America and Africa are price sensitive, and while performance is key, cost matters even more. That's why Brazil's missile industry, including companies like CXT, markets systems as affordable yet capable options, sometimes priced significantly below comparable Western systems. This has enabled Brazil to position itself as an alternative supplier in regions where buyers want credible capability without locking themselves into expensive long-term contracts with major powers. Wikipedia. And so, foreign purchases don't always go away. Brazil's interest in EMAD shows that for very advanced, high-performance systems, Rio de Janeiro is willing to invest significantly. A system like EMAD, capable of integrating multiple launches with modern CAM or CAMA missiles and providing wide-area defense, can cost hundreds of millions of dollars, a price tag that reflects state-of-the-art performance. That's the trade-off. Domestic missiles are cheaper, but may not offer the same range or integration as top European or US products. Army recognition. By late 2025, Brazil's military strategy shows a clear trend. Invest where it makes sense domestically, partner where needed internationally, and pursue a missile inventory that supports modern threats. Brazil's missiles are now part of its strategic doctrine. From defending its vast borders and coastline to projecting deterrence abroad, integrating advanced Western missiles like Meteor into national squadrons while simultaneously developing indigenous capabilities demonstrates a balanced and flexible approach. In summary, Brazil in 2025 stands at an interesting crossroads in missile technology. Brazilian guided missiles like the MAX 1.2 AC and MANSUP are emerging as viable, cost-aware solutions